In this video, I want to talk about a simple pillow project, but this type of pillow can double for something else. Now this is actually, as I make more of these, I'm going to be using a Singer Model 20, but I have my red eye set up right now, and I was doing something with that. So, but I want to show you, I am going to mention the Model 20 because the machine that I have that's in the blue case is right now my most challenging machine. And by the way, this is flannel, and I have to show you something else. See this? The square, that's flannel, and I have sewn flannel with the Model 20s before. So I can't figure out why I'm having a problem with the machines in flannel. But anyway, this is a 9-patch square, and I did stitch this together with the Model 20. And I was fiddling with the tension, and the more, I just couldn't get it to loosen up right. And this is the machine in the blue case, so I'm working on that machine. But that is a little bit of puckering you'll get if you have your tension too tight on a Singer Model 20. So here's a 9-patch, red, white, and blue. It actually matches the quilt that I made, the tied quilt, that isn't quite finished yet. But as you can see, very easy to make a 9-patch with a Model 20 or a handheld machine, stitch it together. And then what I did was I took some flannel, squares, and made a matching back. So this is a pillow. Now, what you would do when you make a pillow is you make 2 9-patches like that, and the traditional method would be then to pin them together, and on 3 sides go around the edges of 3 sides, and on the 4th side go about halfway over, then turn it right side out, stuff it, and hand sew the rest of it closed. Now I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to finish the edges off on this. It might even be a rag pillow, because I'm doing something a little bit different with this pillow. I'm going to do what I just said, and I don't know what machine I'll use, but I'm going to go around 3 sides, turn it right side out, and instead of your typical pillow, I'm going to be attaching a tab and Velcro on the 4th side. So this will be like that with Velcro, only the pillow will be right side out. Now, for stuffing, here we are. This is my brother's drum carter that I borrowed, and I have to get back to him. But I'm undecided about what to do with some wool. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous soft wool from Maine. Now, what I was going to do was, you see I have a whole basket of it, about 4 or 5 pounds. I was just going to take it loose. It's beautiful like this. This has all been washed, but this is right off the sheep. It came off the sheep into my bathtub, and it's all washed. And it's like you gave a sheep a haircut and you have all the clean wool. And these happen to be what's called piebald, which is black and white spotted, brown and white. So it's a beautiful wool, and what I was going to do is just take it like this and stuff it in the pillow, because as I have said, I'm packing and moving. And I figured, well, okay, what I can do is stuff it in the pillow, keep the tab on it, and then when and if either my leg is better for spinning or I decide to spin it with my charka, I can just pull the wool out of the pillow, spin the wool, and fold this up and put it away until I have more wool again. So it becomes a pillow that is actually storing your wool fiber. So, but what I decided to do, instead of just using it loose like that, I am going to go ahead and drum card it. And when you drum card it, you're getting all the fibers going in one direction. So if I were spinning this, I would be starting here, and there's still some stuff in it, and pulling it to spin it. It's beautiful. If you could feel this, it's so soft. So what I'm going to do, these come off of this particular drum carder, and they're called bats. This is about 3 inches wide, and it'll end up being overall about 2 inches thick when I fold it in half. And of course it'll pop up a little. But I'm going to take those off. They end up being about 24-inch strips. I'll fold them in half and I'll place them inside the pillow. And that way, if I decide I want to spin some yarn and I get my charka out, I can pull a bat right out of the pillow and spin from that. And then if I don't finish the bat, I can put it right back in the pillow. I mean, it's a wonderful way for me to be able to store the wool without having a 5-pound basket of wool around. So I'm going to make a few of these pillows. My other idea, and I'm not sure if I'll do it yet, is I'm going to make 2 large, probably each side will be 4 9 patches. Or what I might do is 2 bandanas in a row and make a bag. Now, when they sent me this wool, sorry about that, when they sent me this wool, my brother and another farmer in Maine, they sent it in a plastic feed sack, which is quite big. So basically, I'm taking the idea of a feed sack, but I'm going to make them out of fabric, and because I have 4 or 5 pounds of wool here, I'm going to stuff it in my fabric feed sack and use it as a cushion, a pillow, a body pillow, a mattress for my bedroll. And I'm carding it first. I'll place it in there, and it's going to give me a 2 or 3 inch thick mattress that I can use with my bedroll until I get around to spinning the wool. So, and I hate to say it, but you can do this with a Model 20 or a handheld. So you can be making a futon mattress with a handheld machine or a Model 20, because all you're doing is really sewing a bag or a pillow. And on your pillows, if you put a tab on them with Velcro, now Velcro you might have to hand sew on. I haven't tested that yet on either the Model 20 or the handheld. You could do a button instead. So I'm starting to feel like hints from Heloise. But this is because I need things to be portable, fairly nice looking, and one apartment that I just heard about is really only one big room, which is what I was afraid of. So I don't want a basket of wool in the middle of the room if I can have several pillows or cushions.